It's no secret that the best footballers on the planet have training routines different from the coaching they get at the club and national levels. This is how they maintain their insane forms and continue to dazzle in front of millions of fans. We begin with a player whose routines have inspired entire dressing rooms and have been the talk of ex-teammates. Is it any surprise that the highest goal scorer of all time has a training routine unlike anything coaches and managers can put together? From his insane physique for an athlete on the wrong side of 30 to his incredible work rate and lethality in front of goal, Cristiano Ronaldo owes his sustained prowess to an invigorating, multi-pronged routine. His process combines endurance, strength, speed, and agility training to keep the 39-year-old performing at peak levels as he grows ever closer to a mind-bending 900th career goal. Workouts aren't the only reason Ronaldo's shredded and still a top performer at nearly 40. If anything, his routines revolve around his dogged discipline, commitment, and consistency to staying at the highest levels of physical performance. His dedication and work ethic's well known among current and ex-teammates, and indeed the sport at large. Ronaldo has a simple but balanced diet. He gets his nutrition from complex carbs, lean proteins, and healthy fats. For micronutrients, he indulges in several vitamins and minerals. And not to forget his biggest stunt ever in front of the media, hydration. Ronaldo's big on water, absolutely rejecting soda and other carbonated drinks. Football is a brutal sport that involves running back and forth for the entire length of a pitch for over 90 minutes. It's like running a marathon for the players, so endurance and stamina are essential. To keep up with these demanding tasks, Ronaldo engages in cardiovascular training, involving activities like cycling, running, sprinting, and high-intensity interval training. Besides needing to conserve energy for extended periods, football is also a contact sport. That means you can expect it to get somewhat physical on the pitch through tackling, dribbling, and hitting the ball. As a result, players must be strong. For a player with explosive speed and finishing abilities like Ronaldo, he can expect to face lots of defenders trying to ruin his chances in front of goal. As a result, he builds strength and muscle through compound movements and bodyweight exercises, such as weightlifting, bench presses, deadlifts, resistance training, and squats. For a player who's used to scoring spectacles for goals, whether that's jumping the full length of a player for a header or attempting a crazy bicycle kick, Ronaldo needs a strong core. For this, he has a specific routine involving rotational exercises, planks, and leg raises. This greatly increases his agility and helps him to dazzle fans all year round. Although it's obvious that Ronaldo's no longer the trickster he once was in his younger years at Sporting Lisbon and Manchester United, that doesn't mean he still doesn't have to dribble to score or evade opponents. To keep up with the opposition 11 and leave his mark on the game, Ronaldo engages in shooting practice, dribbling training, and ball drills. By working on his technical skills, he continues to find the back of the net to date. For all his hard work, recovery is essential to cool down and heal in preparation for his next round of training or match. For this, Ronaldo's pretty traditional, preferring compression therapy, massages, and ice baths as a treatment for sore muscles and to increase recovery time. Next on our list is the invincible Norse machine. Erling Haaland is currently one of the brightest talents in world football. The Norwegian is at the top of his game for Manchester City, breaking just about every record in his debut campaign and finishing the season with a treble, including the coveted UEFA Champions League trophy. Check out our video on Manchester City after this one. The striker is known for his domineering size, explosive pace, and unyielding stamina. But how does he manage all that? Haaland's ex-coach at RB Salzburg revealed that the forward did 1,000 sit-ups and 300 press-ups every day. Besides the strength and core drills, he also does a lot of cardio and resistance training. For example, he's been known to sprint up hills regularly. He further enhances his performance, stamina, and endurance with drills like biking, treadmill, bodyweight exercises, weight training, and functional movements, and ends with stretching routines. His training sets are carefully arranged by Alfie Haaland, his father and nutritionist. Haaland's insane physique and overall fitness are sustained by a rather unusual diet. The striker consumes up to 6,000 calories daily, which is more than double the recommended amount of caloric intake for an adult male. Believe it or not, Part of his diet are ham and cheese omelets, lasagna made by his dad, and beef heart. For hydration, he prefers filtered water, and as a vice, he occasionally has kebabs. But that's as far as he goes. The forward steers clear of alcohol, sugary beverages, sweets, fast food, high-fat meals, and fried and processed foods. Sleep is an important part of Haaland's recovery process, as is what he does after waking up. He makes sure to go to bed by 10 p.m. daily and turns off any gadgets that might be distracting. And when he wakes up, he likes to feel the sunlight in his eyes. Erling also enjoys yoga and meditation, as is obvious from his famous goal celebration at Dortmund. Besides these, the Norwegian takes ice baths and cryotherapy. The next name on our list is the player with the most Ballon d'Or awards. Much like his biggest rival, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi is still going as an athlete on the wrong side of 30. As one of the best players to ever partake in the beautiful game, he's had to train and eat differently from other players. Messi's routine is nowhere near as rigorous as Haaland's or Ronaldo's, but that doesn't mean it's any easier. The Argentine typically focuses on 3 areas in his routine: stretching, strength, and speed. Reports suggest that Messi stretches for more than an hour daily to keep his muscles in great shape. This is particularly helpful for his style of play, which involves lots of dribble and explosive bursts of speed. For strength and speed, he indulges in different kinds of exercises, such as weight training, lunges, squat jumps, hops, and hurdle drills. The goal of his workout routine is to improve his agility and speed. Unlike Ronaldo or Haaland, Messi hasn't exactly had the best relationship with his diet. During his early years in Barcelona, he ate lots of fast food, pizza, and fizzy drinks, and didn't mind indulging in huge meat feasts. However, that was bad for him, especially as he started to become injury-prone. Thanks to help from then-coach Pep Guardiola, the Argentine switched to healthier eating habits. This has paid off hugely, as Messi's gone on to win just about every major trophy at club and national levels. His current diet was curated by Giuliano Bozza, an Italian nutritionist, in 2014, although there have been rumors that Messi went vegan just before the World Cup, but that's still largely an unconfirmed rumor. What we know for sure is that Bozza's diet keeps Messi restrained to fresh veggies, fruits, olive oil, whole grains, and water. These foods have greatly improved his recovery and helped him maintain his physique to continue performing at the top level. Moving on, our next target is an ex-teammate of Messi's, the enduring star of PSG, and one of the brightest talents to come out of France. Mbappe's rise to stardom has been nothing short of meteoric. Despite being only 25, he's one of the most decorated players in world football, with trophies and individual awards coming out of his ears. He's even gotten his hands on the much-coveted World Cup trophy. Besides his extraordinary talent, the Frenchman also owes his abilities to his training and diet. A typical training day for Mbappe involves stamina drills, like running, cycling, and stretching. Then he begins his speed and agility training, with multiple drills such as pillar skips, bridge front, hamstring stretches, and lunges. For core strength, he runs T-drills, box drills, marker or cone drills, and shuttle runs. He takes these routines up a notch with quick footwork, multi-directional changes, coordination, lateral movements, reaction time, and acceleration and deceleration. The other part of his routine involves weight training and other drills for mobility and stamina, like bicycle crunches, side planks, scissor kicks, hanging leg raises, crunches, plank, and cross crunches. Mbappe takes after his idol Ronaldo in that he also eats 6 times a day. His diet comprises of pasta, sugar-free porridge, vegetables, fresh fruits, whole grains, complex carbs, and lots of proteins like poultry, fish, legumes, and shakes. For fat, he relies on healthy sources like nuts, olive oil, and avocados. To top it all up, Mbappe stays hydrated with water, drinking a lot of liquid throughout the day. To cool down and prepare ahead of his next routine or match, Kylian's like Haaland in that he prioritizes his sleep. But that's not all. The forward also stretches, engages in mobile drills, and undergoes muscle therapy to help with soreness and injury prevention. He also believes in vitamins and supplements, and takes substances like creatine monohydrate, vitamin D3, whey protein, and omega-3 fish oil. That said, the final superstar on our list is none other than the high-flying Harry Kane. Kane might get undue criticism for having a lackluster trophy cabinet, but there's no denying that he is one of the greatest strikers of his generation, and that's putting it mildly. Of all the gems to come out of the English football system, he's by far one of the most ridiculously talented in terms of performance and overall play. He's also easily one of the most consistent performers out there, constantly going above and beyond for his team. Despite being in his 30s now, the striker commanded a mammoth fee to Bundesliga side Bayern Munich, where he continues to impress. Let's find out why. Unlike the others on this list, Kane adopts a flexible training routine that aligns with the demands of his next game. That makes his workouts more effective and practical. That said, he doesn't fail to cover the basics, including strength, cardio, endurance, responsiveness, and agility training. He typically trains with a combination of drills and training, such as sprint drills, high-intensity interval training, interval running, rapid directional shifts, T-drills, hurdle hops, box drills, cone drills, push-ups, vertical jumps, lunges, plank, ball drops, crossover drills, and so on. To cap it all, Kane also boxes. This helps him to build agility and power. For the Englishman, boxing isn't about the punches and knockouts alone, it's therapy. They help him improve his coordination and strength while releasing stress. For recovery, Harry doesn't shy away from yoga and ice baths. Kane considers his diet part of his workout routine. For him, it's more than just eating healthy. Finding the right diet saved his career, helping him recover faster and build more strength. He turned his eating habits around in 2020 after a devastating injury. His first act was to hire a chef to prepare nutritious meals all week round, ensuring that he could always have something healthy on hand. This greatly improves his recovery period and helps the striker to maintain peak performance every season. Like Kane, the Liverpool forward is one of the most consistent players out there, having played some of his best football since switching the Serie A for the Premier League. Salah's a fast and physical player who's constantly making crucial runs and creating goal-scoring opportunities for his side. As a result, ample training and diet are crucial to maintaining his performance. For training, Salah's routine is split into morning and evening drills. He makes sure to complete most of his workouts in the morning, typically core and cardio exercises. He's a firm believer in combining these two for the best results. Part of his cardio programs are high-intensity interval training drills, which help with managing body fat and improving stamina. For this, he typically rows, runs, or cycles. His evening routine focuses more on weight and strength training for building endurance and strength. He typically undergoes drills like Olympic weightlifting, deadlifts, jerks, bench presses, rope climbs, farmer's walks and carriers, sled pulls and pushes, and sumo deadlifts. Mo Salah follows a fairly simple meal plan that's rich in vital nutrients such as healthy fats, proteins, and complex carbs. This gives him a balanced diet that supplements his training and keeps him in tip-top shape. For breakfast, he typically has avocado toast, eggs, and chicken sausage. This could be followed up with a protein smoothie. For lunch, veggies, rice, and chicken breast are preferred. And finally, in the evening, he likes a snack of fruit salad to go with his dinner or soup, chicken or salmon, and veggie toppings. These are the inside routines of football's greatest athletes. Do you have what it takes to endure this strict regime? Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell button.